10,
Simple.
9, 8,
Simple, simple,
7,
simple,
6,
simple series. Who
5,
took the simple series?
4,
It's the simple series.
3,
What series?
2,
Simple series. You
1.
know about a simple series? It's Simple 2000.
Welcome back to the Simple 2000 series. Today, we are looking at a game that is known in legend, and legend alone, as being one of the best games the Simple 2000 series could ever offer a single individual. This game is so legendary that it is mostly cutscenes. You have about 5% gameplay and 95% cutscenes, and that's fine. Because you know what? Because it's good. It's necessary. It's needed. And that game, in all its glory, is the Sniper 2. Oh boy. This is gonna be an interesting one. I thought I'd dedicate a whole entire episode on the Sniper 2 because it doesn't really fit into any category, any kind of genre I could fit it in with, like some other games. And it gives me a chance. We'll talk about the Sniper 2, and we'll talk about the original Sniper as part of the 1500 series. So yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be definitely something. I hope you enjoy the video. Just to warn you ahead of time, this video is probably going to be a little bit different than my other Simple 2000 videos. So just to warn you. Okay, let's first start with the story. You play as a hitman known as Harry Spencer, played by, I think, voice actor John Schwab. I'm assuming that's what those brackets mean. And you're together with, I guess, your friend Stanley, who is, by the way, the best voice actor in the game. I mean, like, the English voice acting here is really, really abysmal. It is just terrible. And in my opinion, the best voice actor by far is Stanley. He's great.
But the chicken special here is really good. Okay, just give me a minute.
What a guy. So, here we are. What's next, Harry? Harry? What's up?
Huh? Oh, that guy. The one Stanley bumped into back there.
Oh, him. He was a little scary. You know who he is?
No. But he smells the same as I do.
Harry, you don't smell.
I mean, the smell of a killer. And there's pain in his eyes.
You also have this character called CA. Why is she called CA? I don't know. What does CA even stand for? Who knows? Played by Ellie Fairman. And you also have two other characters. You have this girl called Abby, who's like this, police officer, detective, whatever, government worker. And you have this weird anime villain known as Gabriel Automage. Like, honestly, do any of their names matter besides the main character? No, they really don't, but they decide to have these, like, little title cards telling you who voice act them, plus the actual full name of the character. Yeah, it's really strange. But then again, there's all these expositions of dialogue. Like, when I mean this game is like 95% cutscenes, I'm kind of, being a bit, I'm being a bit unfair with the game, but the game is probably on a ratio of 80% cutscenes, 20% gameplay, and I'm not even joking there. You have these expositions which kind of like catch you up on the story as the story's happening.
The girl called Abby at the diner was an investigator for the CIA. She was working undercover in order to catch one Gabriel Armitage. Coincidentally, as well as being an assassin of renowned skill in the underworld, this Gabriel is also the mysterious man who just carried CA off. So whilst I thought those mafia thugs were gunning for me, seems they were actually cleaners dispatched by the family to take out Gabriel. One more thing. That gas we just breathed in is a nasty little biological weapon called Tacklmacain, developed in secret somewhere in America. Within 10 days of exposure, victims fall ill and then suffer rapid physiological breakdown. So in exchange for getting CA's location from Abby, we're going to be giving her a hand retrieving this bioweapon. Our destination, New York City, where Gabriel's safe house is located somewhere in a rundown slum.
Yeah, okay. But then some of them absolutely make no sense whatsoever. So, okay, yeah. The story's not told very well. I'm just going to tell you right now, right? So basically, this anime villain, Gabriel, decides to kidnap CA for whatever reason. Who knows? Who cares? And Harry has to go and save her by doing what he does best, sniping. So the Mafia is trying to get her as well. He snipes the Mafia, kills the Mafia, moves on, kills the next Mafia, and the story progresses. The greatest thing about this story is apparently there's a bioweapon involved as well called Tacklmacain. Yes, the fucking bioweapon's called Tacklmacain. If you couldn't come up with a more ridiculous name for a bioweapon, here you go. Take points. Take some pointers from the Sniper 2. Clearly they know what's going on. Oh dear, honestly, and that's all you really need to know about the story. Your goal is to stop Tacklmacain, the bioweapon, from leaking out. Yeah, Tacklmacain, sounds like I'm going fishing here, but whatever. And your other, like, secondary objective is to save CA from this anime villain. And that's the story in the game. You go through each mission sniping different guys, you know, and you get rated on your I guess efficiency with a sniper rifle, your accuracy, everything. It gets held into question. And now look at that. Without even going into a separate section, I've just explained to you the gameplay. The gameplay is exactly as I just said. I can't even believe it. You snipe things, and that's it. It puts you in this like setup, this scenario, where you're on top of a building or something, and then you just go and snipe things. It gives you a picture of a target, of what you gotta do. You go and snipe your target, and you move on to your next cutscene. And this game has like an episode structure. So then you have like this opening to like this series, which is called The Sniper 2, and you go through like a whole episode, and when episode ends, it has credits. Yeah, it's like this is like it's trying to be an anime or something. What is this? What even am I playing here? I don't even know. It's just crazy. But the best thing about this game, by far, is the voice acting. The voice acting is fucking on point. It is so bad, it's so good.
Survival of the fittest is said to be a law of nature. If so, does that mean that wars can also be considered to occur in accordance with the laws of nature? I don't know the answer. But I have faith in one thing, that a person can accurately guess the feelings of another.
It's one of those. It's like if you watch like an old anime dub from like, I don't know, not even like the early 2000s. Like we're talking like 90s dub here. We're talking ocean dub here. Ocean dub of Dragon Ball Z. We're talking like some of the worst dubbing you could ever hear, and it's here, and it's there. Like I said, the only character that puts like any kind of effort into their lines is Stanley, and he doesn't even get a fucking title card. I went through and I can't seem to find a title card for him. That's nice. So yeah, that's the Sniper 2. It's okay. It's a very short game. I didn't finish it because I got to this bullshit mission with shooting tires out, and I'd lost kind of my patience. Don't get me wrong, it's okay, but it's probably one of the worst games. just because of what it is. You know, when you go into a game, like, I'm going to put a scenario out there for you. Sniper Elite, a very well-known series, and a perfect example of a game you can compare to this. I know it came out after, right? But look at the Sniper Elite. The whole game is not you just sniping, generally speaking. But a big handful of the game is you sniping. But the sniping's good. The sniping is satisfying, and there's a lot of it. Imagine if Sniper Elite had these like small little sniper sections, and then like loads of cutscenes and dialogue, and it ended after an hour. I'm not even joking. This game is literally like just over an hour in length. It's ridiculous. Anyway, So yeah, that's the Sniper 2. The sniping's okay. It's very clunky. It's like the controls are strange. It's really one of those types of games you got to play yourself, and I recommend it. You should just play it if you can. If you get a chance to play it because it is a barrel of laughs, honestly. After talking about the old Sniper 2, we'll now move on to the best of the best, the Sniper. It's not much better. It really isn't. And here's the game that started it all. The Simple 1500 Series Volume 56, The Sniper. And woohoo! Is this game literally a predecessor to the Sniper 2? It plays exactly the same. I'm not even joking. There is, in terms of controls, they are identical to the Sniper 2. There is no difference whatsoever. But there is something in this game that I really, really do like in comparison to the Sniper 2. Now, the Sniper 2 allows you to replay the missions without the cutscenes after you've done them once in the story. Now, the Sniper, on the other hand, does it differently. The Sniper allows you to play through all of the missions from the story from the beginning, which I think's great. It allows you to then test and get used to the controls, get used to the game before it throws you into the story mode, and I prefer that much more. So what's there to say about the Sniper 2? It's exactly the same. The difference is it's in Japanese, obviously, so we can't understand the story, unfortunately. But in terms of gameplay, it is exactly the same. You go to practice mode, you practice the missions, which are all unlocked from the beginning, which is great. There's 8 stages total. And then when you're ready, you can jump into the story, and like I said, it's the same. You've got the same kind of intros and credit sequences. And, yeah. There's not much else to say about the original Sniper. I just think, as a concept, you think of, like, there's not really any other game on the PlayStation 1 that's like the Sniper. But with the Sniper 2, you've got comparisons that you can make with other games, and that's what holds it back. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but GameFAQ seem to rate this game as being, like, unforgiving in terms of difficulty, and I'm like, what do you mean? Unforgiving? I thought it was pretty self-explanatory. The practice missions, don't get me wrong, only have one target in it. You know, you only got one target in the practice missions that you can go for, whereas in the story, it's filled with a bunch of different people. But I didn't seem to have any issue, in my opinion, in taking targets down. I thought it was just the same kind of difficulty as the Sniper 2. So yeah, that's the Sniper. That is the Sniper. So that was a look at the Sniper and the Sniper 2. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've gotten some insight out of this about the Sniper and kind of just my first impressions with the game, both the games in this case. But yeah, that's the Sniper. It will go down in video game history of being one of those really obscure, strange titles that really you should play at least once in your life. If you're a big fan of just the PlayStation 2, you have a lot of favorites from that console, you know, a lot of nostalgia for that console. Now, I think there is certain games that should be on everyone's list to play at least once. Maybe not finish, but play at least once. And the Sniper 2 is definitely on that list. You should play it at least once. That being said, it's still not a great game. You know, when you have a game which is 80% cutscenes and 20% gameplay, you're borderline playing a visual novel at this rate. A very cool visual novel. If they marketed it that way, maybe we have something. Maybe the series would be still going now. Imagine that, a visual novel with Sniper gameplay. Actually, me saying that out loud sounds awesome. I would play the hell out of that. You know, I'm not really a big fan of visual novels, but that where it actually focuses on the story, mainly the story. This has a story, but it's just so all over the place. It's just, yeah. But anyway, I've been Bio, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you again.
The lingering lies between people, the subtle probing of others' thoughts, dishonesty everywhere. You only have to watch the news to know it's the same everywhere in the world. To say one thing but do something else seems to be the standard practice across the world. I don't have to like it, though. I never told a lie in my life. No, honestly, never.